Updated information on heart disease, gender and nutrition. There has always been a disparity between men and women when it comes to heart disease. For years, it was thought that heart disease only affected men and that it was the rare woman who developed heart problems, let alone had a heart attack. We now know that heart disease does affect women, but that their heart attack symptoms are different from a man's typical signs and are often more likely to be ignored. There are a number of steps that men and women cannot change that increase their risk for heart disease, including their family history and genetics. However, there are other factors that can be changed. 6 updated guidelines are: learn to relax, especially with meditation. Studies have shown a 47% reduction in death, heart attacks and strokes in those who started practicing meditation after being diagnosed with heart disease. Education for self, families and community. Work to reduce blood pressure by losing weight, exercising and taking medication if it is needed. Know your waist measurement. Doctors have long said to lose weight or to control body mass index, BMI. However, new studies suggest that knowing your waist's measurement may be more indicative of the heart disease risk that you face. The larger your waistline, the more likely it is that you are carrying your weight in your midsection. This fat is linked to higher triglyceride levels and an increased risk of diabetes in addition to heart disease. Increase the amount of vitamin D that you get. Vitamin D deficiency has been linked to some forms of cardiovascular disease. Food sources include milk, salmon and fortified cereals. We also get vitamin D from the sun. Manage diabetes. Heart disease is the main cause of death for those with diabetes. 65% or more of those with diabetes will die from a heart problem or stroke. Diabetics are also 2 to 4 times more likely to have heart disease in the first place. Get enough sleep. The right amount of sleep every night can affect stress hormones, blood pressure and the metabolism. Source: BHG 2010. Different genders, different risks. When plaque builds up in a man's arteries, it tends to block them off and cause obvious problems. However, recent studies have shown that when the same thing happens in a woman's arteries, they just get bigger to accommodate both the plaque and the blood flow. Unfortunately, that means that the plaque is not being spotted by traditional tests that are only looking for blockages. The plaque accumulates over a lifetime, some believe starting during pregnancy. The buildup can cause symptoms such as chest pain, shortness of breath and fatigue, which is often misdiagnosed by most doctors as something other than heart disease. Because the testing methods that are currently being used do not spot a blockage, the women are not cautioned to be alert to heart attack or other symptoms and are therefore more likely to die from their heart disease than a man would. There is a newer test that is recommended that can look at the smaller and more subtle symptoms that could indicate early cardiovascular disease. This test, the myocardial contrast echocardiography, is non-invasive, relatively inexpensive and can see far more than the traditional tests ever could. Anyone with risk factors should find out if the testing is available in their area. Source: Ultrasound 2010. How losing weight can help. Losing weight can help to keep the risk of heart disease reduced. In addition to reducing the risk of heart disease, losing weight can reduce the risk of diabetes, hypertension, kidney disease and some cancers. Losing weight may also make it easier to get the right amount of exercise, which in turn can help to lose more weight. Staying active may also help in preventing arthritis and may slow the progression of some mental conditions, including Alzheimer's disease and other dementia. Even a small reduction in weight can be beneficial, especially in those who are apple-shaped, small legs, larger midsections. Monitoring the waist-to-hip ratio may be even more important than keeping track of the body mass index. Heart disease in women tends to start undetected and develop gradually and without notice, but is also ironically more likely to result in their death. A man's heart disease may present with problems fairly early and may not be fatal right away. In fact, a man may have several smaller heart attacks before he suffers a fatal one. A woman's first heart attack is more likely to be her last. Losing weight should never be about a fad or uncontrolled diet, which is also bad for the heart and the rest of the body as well. Sudden, large amounts of weight loss can throw the heart into abnormal rhythms, for instance, and may increase the risk of gallstones in those who are predisposed to them. It is also important to note that there are other problems noted with extreme weight loss, and it is equally important to note that the faster the weight goes, the more likely it will be to come back right away. Healthy and balanced nutrition. The American Heart Association suggests that the best weight loss plan is one that stresses healthy foods and includes all of the major food groups. The aim should be to lose no more than 1 pound per week and to make gradual lifestyle changes. Getting the right amounts of carbohydrates, fats and proteins is important. Using the DASH diet might be helpful as well. DASH, Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension, is the diet plan that is given to those who are combating high blood pressure, but it can be perfectly beneficial to others as well. It emphasizes fresh fruits and vegetables, low-fat dairy products and reduced sodium intake. Using a protein supplement as either a between-meal snack or a meal replacement can be a good way to help reduce weight without causing the deprivation and starvation of severe reduced-calorie diets. Protica and ProfectR liquid supplements from Protica. Both have high-quality protein that is easily digested by the body and come in a number of sizes, including a 50-gram, double-serving sized vial and a 200-gram, 10-serving bottle. All sizes can be consumed as is or can be mixed with juice or other food or beverages. ProfectR is the first all-natural liquid protein supplement for those who may be concerned with additives or have any kind of food allergy at all. Both come in a number of fruit-based flavors to make them more palatable than other protein supplements that are on the market. It is free from preservatives, lactose, fat, cholesterol, eggs, stimulants, aspartame, yeast, wheat and gluten. It can be either boiled or frozen without changing its basic makeup and can also be mixed with other foods or beverages to suit the needs of the consumer. ProfectR is also available in a number of flavors and sizes for convenience.